Sean Zittel of the Boxing Voice here with one of the best trainers in boxing, Ken Porter, trainer of Showtime Sean Porter. Ken, how's everything going in training? Looks like you guys are still working on a lot of intelligent things in the ring, trying to get Sean to use his skill and not just his will.
Oh yeah, yeah. You noticed that, yeah. You know what? Even when he's doing things right, and it just doesn't matter that it's Sean, but if it was another guy I was working with, even when they're doing things right, you have to continue to work on the basics and fundamentals, and you want to, continuously have repetition until you've got, you know, the perfection all the way up into the fight week. So we have to continue with that. You're right.
Now, is this a tough challenge for your son because maybe his instincts are an aggressive fighter, a guy who comes forward and puts the pressure on you? Is this a tough challenge to implement more of the sweet science into him?
It's always a challenge to get a guy to do things that he's not comfortable with. Um, you know, if you take a guy like Roberto Garcia and a guy like Sean Porter and put them in a small little ring, they're going to just go at it, you know. And what I'm trying to get Sean to do is pick his spots and make the opportunities and create the opportunities where he's got an advantage to go at it and take control instead of just two guys coming to the center of the ring and just colliding and exploding in the middle of the ring.
So when you're going through these training things, what's ideal for you? What do you want to see Sean improve from fight to fight? What do you want to see on March 13th that'll make you smile, say, okay, that's what we want?
You know, every fight is different, and what we call it is fight-specific training. We're doing some specific things with this guy in this camp to prepare for the guy we're fighting, but there are a lot of the same things that we've done in previous fights. We're just tweaking them or making them to fit the guy that we're getting ready to fight. So if I had to just pick out one particular thing, it's going to be all things on the level of smart boxing, working smarter, and not harder, you know.
And when this fight was being discussed, when they presented it to you, how important was it to be on the inaugural card on Spike TV? They've never had a boxing fight before. Was that part of the intrigue in the fight?
Well, you know, that's very intriguing. And those guys over there at Spike, we got a chance to go over and meet them. We got a chance to meet the president and programming directors and, you know, the guys that do the commercials and everything. And they rolled out the red carpet for us, and they showed us a lot of things that boxing doesn't have going on that they were doing with the MMA, for example, that's outside of the box. So, you know, when they presented that to me and showed me these things, like the commercials that they had done with a lot of MMA fighters, I said, wow, I want to be a part of this. I'm glad we're the first guys that they brought in, and, you know, we hope to continue with this kind of relationship. I don't know if you've seen any of the MMAs that they've done, events that they've done, or any of the commercials that they've done.
Fighter before they had.
Yeah, but it's amazing, man. It really, as they said, to quote them, they make the fighter the star. That's great.
And I've also heard that last year a lot of the Heyman fighters only got 2 fights in, some only 1 fight. But this year I've heard that Heyman's told the guys, hey, you're gonna have 3-4 fights a year if you want it. The opportunity's there since he has so many more outlets for TV. Is that important to you too, to be more active in 2015?
It's very important, and him and I get together at the end of every year, usually around November, and we plan out the next year. So when we were together back in November making this plan, that was the first thing he said, hey, you're looking at 4 fights. So we're looking at 4 fights this year. If we don't get 4, we're looking at 3 big ones. So I'll take 3 big ones or 4 very good fights. This is an exciting fight. Roberto Garcia is a tough fighter.
Is what Al Heyman's doing with NBC and with Spike, is this great for boxing? Because you remember the times when Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard and all those guys fought on national TV, not just on HBO.
Yeah, no, this is great. I was just reading an article the other day. It's going to give boxing a shot in the arm, an infusion of energy. I was just reading an article the other day that the Contender was drawing, the first season was drawing 6 million, viewers, and it's going to be very hard to surpass that or even reach that. But it's great to have the opportunity to be in 100 million homes or 90 million homes and have that opportunity to draw those crowds. So we're looking forward to all of this.